Only ones that are in trouble. My name's not highlighted. Well, there's been some confusion over the last few months with and all this big so we're missing that. So we'll get with more of us and see what we want and we'll go from there. All right, we'll go and call this meeting to order. Stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have approval of October 13th minutes as well as November 10th minutes that are in front of you.
Motion to approve both, Mayor.
I'll second.
Have a motion to approve both and a second. All in favor? Motion passes. Minutes approved. Chief, reports from the fire department.
First of all, hopefully you guys got our report. Any questions on the report? And then again, try to hit some of the highlights. It's 91.67% of the year at the end of November, which is 81.46% of our budget. There is some line items we're about to move some funds around. Have the trustee to do that. The funds are available to do that. We're asking to move $32,000 from 107 to 106, which is holiday pay to overtime. $20,000 from 103 to 106, which is part-time to overtime. And $40,000 from 110 to 106, which is health insurance to overtime. That should take care of everything towards the end of the year. You shouldn't have any more issues. Okay. Maintenance reports you guys have. Again, fire and EMS, we had 19 fire runs. We had 99 EMS runs in November. We'll get to it here. And so that's a total of 118. So far this year, we've had 169 fire runs, 1,096 EMS runs for a total of 1,265 runs. Okay. With that, we've had an estimated property loss of $551,100. Estimated property saved $2,035,000. As far as training, we had 362 hours that was turned in for fire EMS training during the month of November. Other than that, it's pretty much what I report. Again, I apologize. I'm kind of shooting from the hip from what I'd written down. So any other questions, I'll try to answer your questions best I can.
Any questions on the report? Anything else to report, Chief?
No, sir, that's it.
All right. We have 3 items. We need a motion to pass so they can move money over to the overtime budget on the first page of the report.
Make a motion to move the $20,000.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to move $20,000 from line item 103 to line item 106. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Second will be to move $32,000 from line item 107 holiday pay to line item 106 overtime.
I move 32,000 from 107, 106.
Second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes. And third would be to move $40,000 from line item 110 health insurance to line item 106 overtime.
Go ahead.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes as well.
Thank you.
Okay. New business. You don't have anything? Under old business, Chief put some topics on update on ongoing projects such as the ladder truck training facility and the new engine. Any
Yeah,
specific?
we did receive an email today from Sutphen in regards to the new aerial that we ordered last year. If you guys remember, that's a demo that we ordered. We ordered that, I believe, in late spring, I believe that was. We should have that final inspection and the truck turned over to us by the end of February. Okay, so they're working on the graphics and things like that now. So we should have that new aerial truck towards the end of February, 1st of March. As far as the engine goes, we ordered that engine in February of 23. We should have that no later than August of 26. At the time we ordered it, give them that 36 to 42 months, so no later than that we should have. As far as training facility, everything's working fine there. We don't have any issues. Had everything taken care of. Everything's working fine.
Questions with the chief? All right. Any discussion from the board? Discussion from the floor? Our next meeting will be held January 12th, 2026 at 6:45 here at Syracuse Town Hall. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Now we gotta wait a few minutes.
I got something to do on the chief Friday.
Yeah, that'll be it. Yes, I am.
Oh, he's the
All underwater. That's better.
stay for a few minutes. I'm gonna stay and watch for a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I could be 100%. I don't. Like I said, all of my yeah, very good.
Hey Nate, did you get my email?
I did.
Okay.
I skimmed it.
It wasn't that long.
My day was though.
I understand.
I'll get back with you though.
Okay, that's fine. I just figured since it was early before the
Oh, yeah.
insanity of the holidays that we could get that knocked out. And we
Sure.
don't have to worry about it.
That sounds good. I'll reach out to you.
Okay, cool.
So we will start this meeting at 7 o'clock, so I appreciate your patience for the next 7 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Propane tank when he did park up and down. Well, don't put it in. Pretty sure they're gonna solve it. You picture.
What about one that's out there by, where defreeze comes in there?
Freezers, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And it's, looks like that's got like two. 30%. And that's just the cable ring. Got John's chair again. Got John's chair. Oh, the chair. Yeah. Vice
You can sit here.
If you can find that phone, make sure it's 28.
I said that too.
No Mary Cat tonight. No fun.
It hasn't been for about 5 days now.
No, that's not good.
Yeah. It's cracking my style.
Yeah.
Want to play golf?
Yeah, I don't think so. Not without a plane trip first.
Yeah, he's black ball.
Bury it right away.
Just driving down Bunker.
Yeah, right.
It's on the second track.
First meeting was a little too short.
Good, you guys didn't ask me questions.
You did too good a job of explaining.
I'll take that one.
Fired.
That's happened to me in the middle of class before.
I could see one of these guys.
All right, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have approval of October 13th and November 10th minutes. The minutes are in front of you. Joe, I do believe October 13th minutes need to be corrected. We've got some names on there from the Fire Territory Board. I don't know if they got paragraph swapped out, some typos.
Okay. Okay. I'll get that corrected.
Okay. So we have approval of October 13th minutes.
With the correct, yeah, I'll make that motion with the corrections in.
There's no corrections to the October 13th.
Oh, okay.
No.
That is-
13th, correct. November 10th minutes.
Okay.
We can approve October 13th, we can, I apologize.
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Motion a second, all in favor to approve November 10th minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
So you're saying the November, that's when I wasn't, that's when I was,
The October 13th minutes need to be corrected.
that's when it needs corrected.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, Joe, Works trustee.
Okay. Stacy was good enough to get me dockets again for fire territory. And then we have both months on the balance sheets. And I got you all those, and then I have a new, this little sheet, short but sweet. That's gonna be a fund balance report that I'll be able to get to you every month. The only thing you're gonna see on there that's incorrect is the donations part. It's all in the general, and we just gotta label it correctly. There's a lot more donations than that. So, but that's gonna be kind of a, a snapshot of your funds, receipts, disbursements, and show everything on one sheet. And the other thing that goes along with this, so I did get an email from the State Board of Accounts saying we've reviewed the documents submitted in relation to your corrective action plan. That was from the prior 2 audits. I was a trustee, but I was involved in the audit, and based on the limited review, the plan has been implemented and the issue corrected. So they like what we're doing with the towns, and I'm giving them all the reports that are due from towns.
Okay.
And everything is balancing with the bank accounts and the funds. that was the main thing that wasn't happening, so that's a good thing. And any questions on anything? No? All I got there.
Okay. Before we get to the fire department reports, we're gonna skip down and go ahead and take care of some swearing in. Chief?
That's yours, Steve.
Introduce them, if you would.
Okay. First one will be Shane Keeney, Deputy Chief.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Shane Keeney,
I, Shane Keeney,
as the Deputy Chief of Operations
as the Deputy Chief of Operations
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory,
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory,
swear that I will support
swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of Deputy Chief
discharge the duties of Deputy Chief
of Operations
of Operations
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory,
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory,
and carry out the duties
and carry out the duties
of Deputy Chief of Operations
of Deputy Chief of Operations
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and will honor and respect
and will honor and respect
the missions, goals, purpose,
the missions, goals, and purpose
and policies
and policies
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory.
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory.
And I recognize the collar pins
And I recognize the collar pins
of my office
of my office
as a symbol of public faith and trust.
as a symbol of public faith and trust.
And I accept so long
And I accept so long
as I am true to the ethics
as I am true to the ethics
of the Fire and Emergency Medical Service
of the Fire and Emergency Medical Service,
and make these promises
and make these promises
so solemnly,
so solemnly,
freely,
freely,
and upon my honor.
and upon my honor. Thanks, sir.
Congratulations. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Quinn Hunter,
I, Clint Hunter,
as the Fire Chief of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory,
as the Fire Chief of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory,
swear that I will support
swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of Fire Chief
discharge the duties of Fire Chief
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory.
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory,
And I pledge to carry out the duties
and I pledge to carry out the duties
of Fire Chief
of Fire Chief
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and will honor
and will honor
and respect
and respect
the mission,
the mission,
goals,
goals,
purpose,
purpose,
and policies
and policies
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory.
of the Turkey Creek Fire Territory,
And I recognize the collar pins
and I recognize the collar pins
of my office
of my office
as a symbol of public faith and trust.
as a symbol of public faith and trust,
And I accept,
and I accept,
so long as I am true to the ethics
so long as I am true to the ethics
of the Fire and Emergency Medical Service,
of the Fire and Emergency Medical Service,
and make these promises so solemnly,
and make these promises so solemnly,
freely,
freely,
and upon my honor.
and upon my honor.
Welcome.
Chief Keeney. Chief Keeney had a pin to be pinned.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we forgot. He's so excited.
Don't screw it up.
Congratulations, Chiefs.
Thank you.
Chief Scott.
I think you guys heard our report through the first board, unless you get any questions. You guys may approve moving the funds also. I guess we'll do that.
The only question I had, I asked you before, was just an update on the dry hydrant. I don't think these two
Yeah,
are
the
the one that's out of service.
dry hydrant on Truesdale, we checked that in the fall. We found out we had a leak on that one. So we're working right now with a different contractor, Middlebury Electric, guy we worked with for years. Hopefully that guy's there anymore. I've tried contacting him. I can't get a hold of him. I know the last time they repaired it, they said they were getting out of business. So we're working with a different contractor to arrange for those repairs to be made. That'd be the one at the end of Truesdale.
Do you guys have any report or any questions for the chief on his fire report? Okay, we have 3 items to vote on here. First will be to move $20,000 from line item 103, part-time firefighters, to line item 106, overtime.
I'll make that motion.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Second one will be to move $32,000 from line item 107, holiday pay, to line item 106, overtime.
Take that motion.
I'll second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. And then last will be to move $40,000 from line item 110, health insurance, to line item 106, overtime.
I need to move 40,000 from line item 110 to line item 106.
Second.
And the motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Thank you. One side note, last year we did get our projected increases to our health insurance for next year. It's 3%.
We were expecting 10.
We were expecting 10. It's actually only 3. So you got a healthy group of guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Chief, anything else on your reports?
No. That's it.
And you guys have any questions for the chief, correct? Okay, we're gonna skip down to new business. We already take care of swearing ins. Next will be the 2026 Turkey Creek Township salary resolution, sorry.
You guys did the last one when I wasn't at the last meeting. I didn't attend, but this is for the township portion. This includes myself, the advisory board, and the clerks. I did adjust mine $4, so it would come out even because I get paid monthly. So it's 20,400. Advisory board is 6,500, and the clerks are 22 an hour. That's the proposed.
So you increased ours without increasing yours, but $4.
Yeah, I didn't do this for that anyhow, so I'm just trying to get mine so it comes out even. So,
No, I understand that.
yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
I know you do a lot of work in your position and in what you do. That's kind of what I was getting at.
Oh, yeah,
$4, I don't think it's much of a
that's okay. I'm
much of a
good.
benefit for you.
I'm good.
Do you guys have any questions on it?
No.
Okay. Need a motion?
Okay.
That we accept the township employee and executive officer salaries and compensation resolution. Resolution number 25-7.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 25-7 passes.
And the fire territories will be resolution 25-8. So you didn't have a number attached to that one. That's the one you voted on last time.
And that one gets passed as well. No. Or that's one we passed last month.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
you
just
you
all-
gave me the number.
We just all need to sign it.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. You want to sign an hour at the end when it's over?
We can sign it.
Okay. Next would be the 2026 union contract proposal.
You've got the changes that we had in front of you, so I guess just discussion from you guys.
Nick had emailed us out the union proposal. Really, there wasn't a whole lot of changes to that. The things that we're taking out of it were they're in other places. It struck it from the contract. There were a couple changes that were made that had to do with their vacation time, or how they take it in blocks, which don't affect us or whatsoever. There were a couple things that we talked about that didn't make it into there or even were up for discussion. And then there was one other item in there that we talked about, I think needs addressed. And it had to do with, there's also what you get. Had to do with approval
Trading,
of trading.
which I have that updated, I just hadn't got it to you yet.
Okay.
So
It was some language in there of who it has to be submitted to for approval in case, to ensure that we're meeting all of our minimum staffing requirements. So I talked to Nick a little bit, and I think we're gonna take a little bit more time. I'm gonna suggest to take a little bit more time to dial in these details before I'm gonna suggest to approve it, unless you guys feel different or otherwise. And yeah, and Nick, you guys are okay with that?
I mean, if nothing changes, it'll just be the same contract starting next year.
Correct,
Nothing
until we get
changes.
this one into place.
And then you can always make amendments or whatever,
Yeah.
so that'll be with the new union president. So,
Yeah. I just don't wanna rush into signing something to where we should make some very minor changes. So,
Nothing financially of any kind, I don't believe.
No. you guys have any questions for Nick on the contract?
Are we gonna meet on the contract?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I asked if he'd be in the meeting, so it's not just one of us with them, and we'll, I believe, Nat Mayor and John Hall, correct, are the new
Yes.
voted officers?
Yes, so my term is ending in December 31st. Matt Mayer is going to be the new union president.
Okay.
So moving forward, you will be, yeah.
Perfect.
So,
All right. Well, thanks for your cooperation and help with all this, Nick. So over the last few years we've been on anyways.
Yep.
Joe, you got an update on the fire department credit card?
Drumroll. This just came in today. Great news. Elan, commercial reward applications approved. So all I gotta do is get online and set it up, and then I'll get the credit cards issued. It is a lot more hassle doing this way because they want to lump you into commercial and your government. So they ask you for stuff that you don't have because you're a government agency. So, but then it'll be all through the township. So,
Gotcha.
and then we can work out the cards and names on the cards, so.
Okay. Next, we have to appoint 2 members of this board to the Fire Territory Board for 2026. I'm willing to continue to do it. If you want to, Dennis or John, that's up to you guys.
I stay more about that fight. I got somebody out here in the fire.
Okay, so Dennis and I will remain on the Fire Territory Board. Okay. You want the chairman or you want me to continue that? I'll continue.
That's a dumb question.
Gotta ask. And also with that, we need to make our recommendation for the 5th person, which Corky's done it for however many years. I think he's done a good job. I'd be okay with him continue on with that.
Me too.
Okay. And he said he'd be happy to go for next year as well. So. Okay, that's it for new business. Moving on.
I got one more thing on new business.
Okay.
Lupke Rice is here, and the insurance on the properties, they came and talked with me and Stacy and Quinn, and did a good job of explaining what all we needed to insure and that sort of thing. For the properties, it's going to run $59,093. That will include the real estate and the vehicles. That's one portion of it. And then the other portion is, of course, protecting the firefighters, EMTs, paramedics. And we have them set up on a plan in case anything would ever happen, death benefits, income replacement, protection, that sort of thing. The main one would run $8,562, and that's going to protect them all for $200,000. Correct. That's while they're working. There's a second plan, which is not much money for the benefits here. That's a 24-hour accident. So if they're not on the job, something happens, they still have protection. And that one will run $4,810. So they're going to get a lot of protection with those 2 plans. So whether they're working or they're not, they're going to have some good protection. What Class A and Class B?
Right.
Class A is regarding the 24-hour coverage.
Okay.
So that goes to both your full-time, volunteer, part-time on the roster. The chief, the staff, anyone that's on the roster. That includes clerical folks as well. The Class B is all active members, and that's line of duty coverage. So that just separates, and it would make more sense if you had, I don't know if you have this, and I can provide you with that. As it's separated there. So again, the Class A would be whether they're off, when they're off duty. Class B has a dollar amount if they're on duty. And I can present, I can discuss those amounts if need be. And this doesn't mean, I will go as far as saying that this is also, if they're traveling spring break or ice fishing, or that off-duty coverage extends to those types of things also. It's not, they don't have to be talking about fire stuff or involved in that. It's off duty.
There's no limitations or exclusions to those activities?
No,
So that additional plan gives them 24-hour true, 24-hour.
yeah, and that's currently, that's at 175,000.
And the state minimum is a lot less than that, so we want to take care of our firemen. Yeah. What's the point?
Right.
To do this, not enough money.
All three named there, Turtle Creek Township, volunteers, and the fire territory. So everybody's covered.
You understand that?
That all of those
Yeah.
entities are, under that same policy. So they're career staff, volunteers, they get the same benefit to them. Okay.
By the way, that's the most expensive accident health coverage policy out there. It's also the most comprehensive. Now, we're getting another quote from ESEP, who you already insure, and they want to quote it, and we told the trustee that it's gonna be probably the same, but coverage-wise, it's not, and we will talk to you about that. Right now, you're with the best coverage.
But particularly on, I need to get something going on. Making sure we're covered on all the real estate, all the vehicles, and that sort of thing. So I would ask that you would let me get into a contract on this proposal for the equipment and the real estate.
I'll make a motion to sign into contract on the equipment and real estate with Lucky Rice.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Then this, I think it's a good program. If you're gonna bring something, you got something else, but you're saying it's not going to be.
We've got a quote into ESEP on this. I told you we were going to do that. And so we'll see where it comes in. But I said it's pretty much the same. But I'm not going to say that in front of all you until it's in black and white and that I can see the differences in coverage. It's easy to say, oh, it's the same. No, I don't know. I have them looking at it, and they're telling me what the difference is. And until I see that,
Our current coverage, how long is that good until?
When does this?
The end of the year.
end of the year.
Trucks.
But we can be back.
Okay.
I have just 2 copies. You'll like to email it to you. You guys will have to fight about it, but I have it broken down, and this last page actually is going to show you the cost for everything, all included, and I have it lined out here. I also have a comparison from last year to this year. And then in columns, it's gonna obviously show the differences here. There were a couple of changes we did make, especially on the accident health. Those that are firefighters do know that they have a very high risk of cancer. So we did add $20,000 of cancer coverage. And that's an online, or it's a living benefit. So the only thing they need to have is a diagnosis of cancer. And they would be awarded $20,000. And it can be used for, I mean, anyone that has either battled cancer or seen someone that has gone through that knows there's a lot of extra hidden costs that come with it. Traveling back and forth for that second opinion, traveling back and forth, maybe some overnight stays in Cleveland or wherever you choose to have your treatment. $20,000 doesn't take cancer away, but it might help offset some of the costs that would have been incurred out of pocket. And if the worst case scenario, if the diagnosis would be terminal, again, that $20,000 can be used to help start up an opportunity for looking for the future for when they're not there.
Chief Scott, Chief Hunter, you guys met with Joe and then with these insurance benefits for our employees. What do you guys think?
And it seemed good to me. I mean, it's good coverage. It's there. You just know it's back there for the firefighters is the best benefit. We know it's there. So hopefully we never have to use it, but the protection needs to be there.
Okay. Joe, you're good with it?
I appreciate you guys.
Just for the record, if we're waiting for a second quote on the employee coverage, what's the drop dead date for renewal of the policy that we already have a quote on?
11:59.
11/59 when? December 31?
Yeah,
Okay.
we hope it's a little earlier than that, but
Okay, I want to make sure we know exactly when that has to be accepted. And I think you need to make a motion tonight that
For continued coverage.
somebody has the ability to accept what's been presented if what comes in next isn't as good either from a coverage or a premium standpoint. Because you're not gonna have another meeting between now and the expiration date on that policy.
I'll make a motion. Come December 31st, if we don't have that other quote in, to go ahead and accept this. If that other quote comes in, I'd like Chief Hunter and Joe for you two to get together and make that decision. What's best for our department?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now you got the authority.
There you go. Anything else with the insurance?
Nope. Thank you.
thank you.
Anything else under new business? Okay, moving on to old business. We took care of credit cards. Update on the equipment projects, Chief. Anything to add to that? And John was here for the first meeting as well.
Again, you should have your new aerial. You should have the new aerial by the end of February, first of March, somewhere in that time range. We need to work on trying to find a buyer for the old aerial. So we're working on that now. We've been trying to reach out to people also. So it passed all testing. It's passed all pump testing, all ladder testing.
I think come January, we need to get that up for sale one way or another. Chief Hunter and Joe, what we need to do if we use an online, we reach out to a lot of departments as well.
If it doesn't sell right away, do we have some place that we kept inside to keep it up in the building?
Not really. That's the issue.
Still keep it nice.
We need to, really don't want to leave it sitting outside for a long time.
Yeah.
It's risk damage to it, but again, the truck is certified, it's good to go, it's got everything ready, it can go. Whoever decides to buy. I know, like we do that annual ladder and aerial inspection every year. You can't, and correct me, you guys may know better, you guys probably know, but most companies will not insure an aerial that doesn't have those inspections done. You gotta have a 5-year and you gotta have annual in between there. Those insurance companies will not insure that truck. So if you don't get those done, that means that truck traveling down the road has no insurance on it. But that one does have the 5-year just got down the road, so it should be good.
How much are you asking?
Most we can get.
Why did I not expect that answer?
No, What we figuring that? If we can get 150 out of it, 150.
I think we could get
200.
$200,000, I think would be
Yep.
a fair asking price
It's
for
a
that truck if it's shape it's in.
95-foot E1, 1,500 gallon minute plow, and 300 gallon tank. And it's black.
What's the overall length?
40, I want to say like 46 feet and some change.
It's too long.
Takes a big shed.
But again, make somebody a good truck.
Well, you know, Chris and I will call McNeil and Company
Yep.
and say, hey,
Yep.
we've got this.
Yep.
It's a great deal.
Yep.
You want to work out a deal with one of the insurance or one of the fire departments that has totaled their vehicle. I mean, they have, 1,000 clients or more than 1,000
Yeah,
clients.
that'd be a good avenue.
And then just stay in touch with Chief Hunter and trustees and stuff.
No, I know where you live.
Updates and cemeteries.
I got quotes. All the fences up. I had him quote 3 different styles of fence for each one. You'll notice that Tamarack and Mock, he said, measured exactly the same, within a few feet. So, well, first off, we have a problem to ask Steve about, because Tamarack Cemetery out there on 450 isn't in our name. The property owner owns it that lives beside it.
Where the mobile home's at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you talking about across from Bob Dumpert's place?
It used to be, he collected the older cars. I can't think of his name. Car collector, Dave, I can't remember his last name. I know what you're talking about.
Is that the one with the revolutionaries, people buried in it?
Yes.
That's really a neat place.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
Okay. I figured you would be the man with all the answers tonight.
Yeah, it's right there, Steve, on 450 East, maybe
Mm-hmm.
1/8 of a mile back from 1200. It's on the west side of the river.
I can email you an address if you'd like, or a partial number.
Yeah, that would help.
Uh, The first quotes are just like a farm fence, but it's high tensile, vinyl covered, the wire. And you'll notice that's pretty cheap. The second quote is like DeFreeze has, the 2 panel vinyl. And then the third quote is one there that's fluid.
Which is the one you have on 800? The white fence,
No, 500.
500.
500, yeah.
Yeah, it's the second. It's the middle bit. And we don't have to decide tonight by any means.
Did you say anything to him about
maybe doing where it's not as, you know, like when you're coming in, something nicer and then going to the cheaper stuff?
No, I didn't, but he's open anything, yeah. But the cemetery, Bethel Cemetery, we gotta decide. Cause the south boundary, I think they've already, that's at the WACF.
Yeah.
They've already surveyed, and if their survey is right, and I assume it is, it goes south of that fence row, about 20 foot or so. And then to the east, it's down in that woods. So, I mean, if we don't put a fence up to declare where our boundaries are now,
Yeah.
you'll probably lose it.
Some of us live in that,
Yeah,
over that hill.
yeah.
I mean, if we had big casings driven in on the corners in that woods, would that be enough? As opposed to running the fence through there?
Hey, you don't know what the law is. Everyone's gotta be fenced. So. Anyway,
Okay.
Well, this is good. Thank you.
Yep.
We should figure out the legality of that one before we make too many more just a decision, at least on that one cemetery.
Right.
Yeah.
Tamarack, okay.
and then the mock cemetery needs a lot of tree demolition.
Will that change the linear feet of the fence then?
No.
No.
And I told him, and I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but I told him to make the entrance at the west side, just make it like a 12-foot wide entrance.
I haven't had a response yet.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. So, any other questions?
So legally, Steve, they have to allow you to
Have access?
have access. Right. So,
Out there in Tamarack, when I showed you that one, there's a railroad tie sitting down there. We thought was probably the west boundary. So I didn't know. We didn't have anything really to go by. So I think that's where he went from for this quote. So, yeah. But that one needs some trees trimmed up too, or stumped through.
okay. Well, I made it, it's pretty general in the CIP plan. So we can use those funds for any of those type of beautification.
Okay. Do you want one of these, Steve?
I don't need the estimates at this point, but while you're deciding on which way to go, what I would like is a list of all the cemeteries so I can confirm the dimensions that you're using. Because if there was some question on whichever one that was, I can go back and check the records and see what the legal description is.
Okay. Because now it just, like on GIS, it's just all listed as, I think Davy Golf owns that. Yeah. So,
They're all under the township name in the GIS, is that what you're saying?
Except for that one.
yeah,
Yeah, not all, that's,
except for that one, and then the one at DeFreeze, we went through quite a lengthy hassle with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
the other guy's named Davey Golfer on that property.
And when you look at those, Steve, there's a couple of them, I think there's one or two that the prior trustee somehow got her name. So we might have to do a quick claim of some kind of.
So you got what?
They got, it says the prior trustee's name on the, probably just filled out something like
Yeah.
that, but
I'll email you a list of all the cemeteries with all the parcel numbers. Let's send you all of them. That
Make
way
sure I
we're
can double check everything.
squared away. Yep, and then once we get that, we can move on to what our next steps are with getting them cleaned up, but let's make sure we're all legal there first.
Okay.
Can I say something? Last year, we inspected all of the cemeteries. You would be really great if you would join us this time. Please.
Okay.
John, anything on public easements?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Down in Shocks down there, one of our good competitors was taking out stuff when it was snowy and icy, and Yoder called me. They couldn't get their truck and boat back out, so they're just pouring the heck out of it. Cut nice ruts in our nice Duraberm or whatever that stuff is, what's in the gravel scattered everywhere, so something's gonna have to be brought in to fix it. But I don't know if we notify them now of the damage they did, and maybe once we fix it, send them a bill for it. What do you guys think?
Did he actually see him doing it?
Yoder did, next door.
Is he taking pictures?
No, he does not, but the names are on the trucks, he's got the name and all that stuff, so does that work or not?
We need to notify them now that as soon as weather allows.
Something needs to be done.
Yeah, that we're gonna repair it and send them a bill.
Okay. That'd be good.
So just send me the information on who it is.
Okay, I will get that to you.
Are you talking about the boat ramp?
It's one of the township, yeah. We had put a bunch of stone in there and leveled it all up and graded it and had the bank nice, and they were long after stuff should have been out. It was after that snow was real icy, and they were trying to take their boat out, which is a large barge, and spin in the truck, and they were even, the DNR came down to see what was going on, because they're trying to use their boat to push the truck out. So that was interesting, with twin engines blowing water and gravel out all over the place.
What company was it?
Can I say that here or not?
Well, you can say it to me in
Mohawk
private.
Pier.
Okay. I mean, I
Just
think
down the road.
I think they've been around, what, 2 years?
Oh, 5 or 8, somewhere in there, but heck, they didn't know the boss is gone in Florida while the help's still taking out stuff in freezing weather. My guys would kill me if I did that, so. I don't know, but, that's all I got.
Joe, are those easements covered under?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all on one. Our storms together.
Our storms are covered. Somebody brought up a point with this though, like when the weather gets that, like in the game preserve, a certain time of year, they shut them off. The DNR ramp's almost the same when it's cold like it's for a while. When it freezes like that, they are dangerous and slick. If I had posts there and a cable we put across for like situations like it's shut for a couple weeks until the lake freezes up, and then people want to, get snowmobiles and stuff in.
I would be concerned with liability, like you said, snowmobile. Someone zipping across the lake and hitting that thing.
Well,
does that leave us open to liability?
Yeah, I don't think Chief Quinn would like it either, if there was a cable there and he needed to get down.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'd have to have,
Posted maybe.
yeah. They'd have to have the key in that to it, but something, because, anyway, okay. That's all I got.
Okay. Moving on to conclusion, any discussion from the board? Chief Scott, want to thank you for your service.
And I would like to say thank you to all the men and women of this fire department. It's made me look good for 27 years now. For 24 years as chairman, they've made it look good. It's not my department, it's their department. They did it. They made it look good, and they made it good. Thank you.
So we appreciate your service, your time over your 30 years.
My dad must have known what he was doing. Put you as a chief.
Yeah, I remember your dad very well, very well.
Today's his birthday.
It's today's birthday.
Yep.
Huh. Thank you. Yes, Ray knew what he was doing. Yes.
Any
At
discussion,
least he put me into it. I don't know if he knew what he was doing, but he put me into it.
any discussion from the floor? Our next meeting will be held, wrong date on that, January 12th, 7 o'clock here at Town Hall. Yep, 12.
Syracuse Fire Station Tuesday by for a smoke investigation.
On that note, a motion to adjourn. Second. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. That is signed salary. This one right here. Two of them signed, right?
Yeah, no, I.
Yeah. Chris?
Do you like?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I'm very impressed.